Hey, what's up, everybody? So I wanted to give you a kind of a channel update, personal update, because I have been insanely busy lately and I haven't had a chance to make any content for the channel in a couple weeks. And I'm jumping on an airplane tomorrow morning to fly to North Carolina to participate in a black belt promotion. And so if I don't get something out tonight, it's going to have to wait till next week. So I thought I would just give a little channel update, talk about what I've been up to lately. So the main thing that I've been working on is theartofskill.com. Theartofskill.com is my instructional platform, and the goal is to bring the best instructors in the world, elite level instructors, not only in jiu-jitsu, but jiu-jitsu adjacent. It can be restorative modalities, movement modalities, fitness modalities. It can be, all sorts of things which complement our life for those of us that are part of physical culture. And we have 2 courses there now. We've got Miles Lucas Breathwork Mastery course, which has been doing really well. It's a great course teaching you how to breathe properly for jiu-jitsu. Roy Dean has a really nice collection up there as well. And the course that I'm working on right now, and we are really close to releasing it, is Javier Vasquez, The Principles of Dominance and Control. And if you don't know who Javier Vasquez is, he's a 5th degree black belt in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. He is an incredibly innovative jiu-jitsu practitioner. He, at one time, was in the UFC. He fought in Strikeforce. He fought in King of the Cage. He was a very high-level mixed martial artist who developed his jiu-jitsu such that it was impervious to strikes. And after he got done with MMA, he continued on that path, just obsessing on this idea of if you are denying people the ability to strike you, well, you're also limiting their ability to do anything with their hands. And even for sport jiu-jitsu or just friendly jiu-jitsu, I mean, look, if you take away someone's hands, you take away 99% of anything they can do to you. I mean, there are very few submissions that are possible using only your legs. The rest of them require hands. And so over the years, he has developed this into a very unique and innovative system. And if you've rolled with him, you know that constantly your hands are being pulled behind your back. They're being pinned. He's a master at denying the use of your arms and then funneling you to where he wants you to go, and you go into his trap. Generally, that means getting back control. Generally, that means getting rear naked choked. And his back game is as good as anybody's out there. And this course, as I'm learning and training with him and, immersing myself in this system, I think it's something that I am very excited to incorporate into my own game. And I actually taught a little bit of his syllabus at my 3-day jiu-jitsu event in San Diego last weekend, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But if you're interested in Javier's course, the best thing to do is just go to theartofskill.com, sign up for the mailing list, and you'll be notified. Maybe you'll get a coupon code, an early bird special or something like that. You can also go to Instagram and just follow me there. The link is in the description below, or you can friend me on Facebook. Any of the social platforms, I'm always talking about this stuff. And so what else? Well, 3 weeks ago, I went to the Jiu-Jitsu Lifestyle Summit, which was a multi-day all-inclusive training event put on by Huron Gracie, invitation only, and I was very grateful that he invited me. And that was an amazing experience, beyond the jiu-jitsu you gain at these events. I got a chance to train with Eric Paulson and a whole bunch of other heavy hitters, and that was great. The jiu-jitsu was great, but even better was the friendships that I made, the networking that I did. I met some really incredible people, including some that I hope to bring onto the platform. We're talking about that as well. And so those are great events for anybody. And so then fast forward to this last weekend, I ran an event called Old Grappler Summit It's for the over 40 Jiu Jitsu community. And we had people that came from Canada, from the East Coast, from Florida, from all over the United States, came to San Diego. We trained at Clark Gracie's beautiful academy. And we had, I think, something like 8 hours of training over the course of 3 days, which is pretty nice because we got a chance to dive into a lot of open guard passing and guard retention and sweeps from open guard, a lot of no-gi stuff. I taught some of Javier's back control system, which is just off the hook, and people were just blown away by that. And then I invited 3 black belt friends of mine. Miles Lucas came in and he taught a little breathwork session. Michael Sands, who's one of the senior instructors at the Clark Gracie Academy, he popped in and taught some mount control and some good stuff. And then my good friend TJ Brodeur, who's one of my oldest training partners, he and I started 3 months apart back in the mid 2000s. And so it was amazing. And speaking of, I'm also going to be running a camp in Costa Rica early December. And there's still an early bird special, I think, until this weekend. And that's an all-inclusive camp. Man, I was in Costa Rica a year ago training and doing a little bit of teaching. And it stands as one of the highlights of my life. It's such a beautiful place. The training happens at the resort. We have 8 training sessions. The beach is a few minutes walk from the hotel. Everything's included, meals and all the extra activities and everything else. So if you're interested in that, definitely go to my personal website. So anything that's me personal, you can find at rickellis.com. all my events and everything else that I'm doing. And then if you're interested in the Art of Skill stuff, just go to theartofskill.com. So that's really all I have. Again, I'm jumping on an airplane tomorrow and I had a little window of opportunity right now and I thought I would just give you guys an update on what I've been up to. I hope you're doing really great. I look forward to making some real content when I get home next week, and I've got some really nice ideas for stuff that I want to do and get filmed and put on the channel. So I wish you well, and we will talk soon.